Okay, so if I refresh this, mm, okay, good. Anyway, welcome to the stream. I'm building my application called Deep Work. If you just see me for the first time, and I'm going to change the name, but none of this. The name doesn't matter. The point is, I use timers a lot, and the goal is to create an app that nobody's going to use. But the end point is to create an app that tracks the work and the breaks that I take because I set a lot of timers in between stuff. And I thought it would be a good idea to create an app that does that. And yes, there are already apps that does it, but I want to do it mine. Um, I'm not new to development, by the way. I've actually been doing software development for 3 years now, and I just I feel like I don't know, just meet more people, become more social, and that's the goal. Am I even talking loud enough? Yes, I am. So yeah, that's that. Let's, for those who haven't seen it, I am going to show the home page or the onboarding page as it should be. This is the onboarding. Very, very average, I know. Now you get this option, which is what I did yesterday. I'm not doing this from scratch. I've actually built this app. I think I was doing it last month, and I stopped between because I had a different another I had to work with a client, and so I'm back doing this, and I have built out most of the application. I'm just changing a few things because I don't like the user workflow, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I'm trying to build the entire application, the entire front end with the stream. I don't want to start doing logging and all that yet, mainly because I fluctuate through a lot of screens. I think that's how most people work. And the issue with that is I don't want to show something I don't, want to be public. So I'm going to find a way to make sure the share my whole screen without sharing the important information, or find ways to remind myself not to fuck it up. But yeah, I'm gonna get there somehow. Anyway, this is the option, and then you can choose custom. This gives you 40-minute work, 30-minute break, depends on what you want. You can choose focus mode, just all work, no break. You can choose Pomodoro, which does this. And I want to add two functionalities today. I did not write it in the README. So the first thing is that it makes this save functionality work. Before it was, I used to do this custom thing, which was, now that you look at it, it was a bad idea because I felt the user onboarding should go from the onboarding page to this page and then straight to, and when you select this, you get this option and then start session. You start as you can see, you actually, because I said I built this out already, so you start the timer altogether. This is in seconds because I don't want to wait too long, but it's supposed to be in minutes. But anyway, the point is that I have to, obviously, the point is I want to make sure the save function does something else rather than the functionality there was before, which I am going to show. I need to, yes, I know you can't see me, but I'm using my phone as a webcam, and if you try to run Android on this stuff, it loads it on the phone. I don't want it to load it on the phone, so I just unplug it every time I have to do this. But yeah, yeah. Now this was the page we had before, so I'm gonna go to. I think I did all body on body. I can go to session/custom, and you see this. I don't want this to be its own page anymore because I feel like it doesn't make sense. It confuses the user because I feel like the user who I just made up in my head, but this is all made up. I have not done any market research whatsoever. This is just all made up. And this is why I think nobody's going to download the app anyway, but it doesn't matter. The point is, I want to put this in the other page where there is a save button. And when you click on that save button, you get a pop up where you can add the name and the icon if you want. It then becomes very optional. And we take away this duration too because it doesn't really, it's just a dumb idea. because you don't need duration. You just pick one of this, and if you click Pomodoro, you get this, and then you press save. It should bring that name and icon or title and icon, and you can decide if you want to save it or just ignore it, and you can just press start session and go. You can also add work if you want to, like a simple, say 30 minutes. There is normally a button that shows up, but it doesn't. Why it doesn't show up is because Google have this what do you call it? Floating keyboard, which is I doesn't show up by default. I have to set it to show up, which I'm not gonna do now because there's no point. And I'm not using the keyboard of one in view because normally you have to use a device for this. I don't know how to put my device on screen because I'm also using my device as a webcam, so that's not going to work. But I did add a functionality for so it just works well on the emulator, which is I use a keyboard event to make sure you know to make sure whenever we have a keyboard event, the bottom sheath here it goes up when the you can see the device height and snap points, and the point is to make sure it 6500 1700. This is for device height because I had a different phone. I am doing so much explaining in this fluff. It's almost kind of annoying. I think nobody's gonna care. But the point is, this is where I do if the keyboard is visible, you expand from 70 to 100 or 65 to 100. You can see because if you click it like this, you get the 65, and if any of the if the input is active, we expand because the keyboard is active. Sorry, and then it's supposed to be active. It is active because of the thing, but yeah. Now you have 30 minutes, and you can add a break of 15. Sorry, it's 15 minutes, and yeah, you can. Now we have to add the save functionality. So let's go. I don't know how the design is going to turn out, but what I use for design is Stitch. So I'm going to make my Zen browser visible. And so, no, sorry. I'm going to make my Zen browser visible. And yeah, my Zen browser now is visible. And then here I'm going to do Stitch with Google. Yeah, my Zen browser is visible. Stitch with Google, and I'm going to go to splash screen. And I want to find a way to make sure I can, the bottom sheath, I think it's gonna look very similar to the ad, to like this here. I think it's gonna be very similar. And so just like name and icon, and the issue with icon though, is I think I have an icon page, which is this, and this. I really like how this icon page looks. I'm not going to add the work study, no, that's not gonna happen. But I do want an icon selection here. So we're gonna come here and say design. The design here is very basic. It's not really the best, but I will start using Pinterest, but I am bad at design, so we're gonna go anyway. Design the bottom part of the screen to show name and to show title and icon, to show title and icon when user click save. So it should resemble the pop-up below. And yeah, I'm gonna add this as well and say, sorry, it's gonna be this and this and this. So combine these three pages and these rules and these rules. One, when you click on save in the second image, it should show a similar pop-up in the bottom. It shows a similar pop-up in the bottom with title and icon with title input and an input to select icon. Let's see what we get. I hope the design is good. I'm kind of scared. This is gonna take a while. Hmm. If there's anybody watching this, an advice on my speaking tone would be helpful. Do you like how I speak? Am I not visible, or you can't hear me properly, or you don't understand what I'm saying, or whatever? Would be nice if you can tell me what my problem is. Oh, it's made it. Where's the image? Okay. Main screen. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. No. Okay. The pop-up should have option to save title and set title icon selected. It's not necessary. The icon, it's not necessary in a way. It's just optional. They can decide if they want to. Let's see what we get. So we're talking in this one. Wait, I think in the next video I won't do much talking, just straight to code because I don't think anybody cares. You're just gonna follow along, and if you have questions, I can answer or try to. Yes. Mhm. Am I? Can I be heard? Yeah, I can be heard. That's nice. No desktop audio. Oh, because I'm talking, so there's no desktop audio. Mhm. That's what it generates. No, I don't like this design. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Let me simplify the design. So you convert the bottom section to name and title instead of what is there now. Title and icon. Let's see what we get here. Instead of what there is, what what we have instead of what we have now. At the bottom below to save the title and icon. I think the icon would display a model that has this entire screen on it. So yeah, I think that's what we do. If you click the icon, it shows you a model of what we have now. You can then select, move on. Sorry. So again, the design is simple. We can just do this, copy and paste here, but I want to see what we get. I could also just Pinterest, but I'm just going to be looking blind there because it's, no. I have a very boring demeanor though, I feel. I think nobody cares, or nobody will care, because I just, very terrible interaction, I guess. Okay. I am going to find the energy for this. What are you saying now? Oh, okay, sorry. I meant this. The design is pretty simple, but I think I always have an idea for a design and then I try to implement it and hate it every single minute while I'm trying it. So I am somebody who just prefer to have an already visual example and then make it from there, rather than have the visual example in my head and try to recreate it. I never really like it. Okay. Hmm. Should be a little music playing here though, I feel. But no, no Spotify. Oh yeah, that's so good. You see what I'm saying here? It's so good. This is why I want to save metadata. What do you mean metadata? Exactly what I want. Exactly. I like that. I like that. I like that. This is what I'm talking about here. Something like this. This is why I use this. Because if I were to come up with a design, I would hate the design. I would. I really would. So you have something like this. Save metadata, title, icon, and when you press plus, it just goes up and there's a little icon down you can then choose. I mean, that's it right there. There's almost no need to go crazy with it. I really like that design. And we already have a bottom sheet provider for bottom sheet provider model, and we have another one for. Oh, this is a model because it's not going to be there constantly. Yes, I think I'm going to create another bottom sheet model or a different content within. which is kind of what I can do, or I can just make a different model altogether, which is more convenient. If I go to bottom sheet model, do they have like a rule on how to do this? Dynamic model presentation view, smooth gesture, similar support, pause refer support flash list. Is there any like multi-model advice on the documentation? So flash list, props, uh, hmm. I guess for what I did for the past for the other screen, where is it? Where is it? I think it's circles. No, it's not circles. It's active. In active, I think we have two separate model on it. There is one model for there's a bottom sheet for you see this active bottom sheet is for I think for tax and analytics. I think that's what we did there. No, yeah, tax analysis, and then we have a different bottom sheet for what? This model, this model. Is everything in one bottom sheet? Task analysis, this is this? Oh, it's all in one bottom sheet, and then we sort of bottom sheet, and then we have this is bottom sheet view for add and remove, add break and add work, and this is another bottom sheet view um, for the task and analysis section. So yeah, we're going to replicate that here. So it's going to be the same bottom sheet, but it's going to be one for this and another for something else for the new design. So bottom sheet model provider, bottom sheet view, where we have this bottom sheet view, we're going to go here, class, and then say either I'm going to call two states here, which is going to be, what do I call this? Bottom sheet type. To add a, no, it's actually, what do you call the other one? Save. Save or add. By default, it's just going to be by default is add. It doesn't matter because it's not going to show anyway. Yeah. And then bottom sheet. No. Go back to go here. Model, and here we're going to say yeah. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this like this. Indentation, my guy, is it's life and death. I need to like the indentation. Because this is the safe shift, so it's very simple to work with. We're gonna go back to the onboarding. I think from onboarding we go to session, and then we should have a path name, go to session, and param is equal to mode. Mode would be custom. I think we should go custom. Oh, sorry. Not here. Not here. Session index should take us to cycles. Sorry. Yeah. You don't know what you're using. Okay. Params mode custom. Routed push. What? Routed push. Cycles not custom. Oh, you see? Oh, fuck. I keep doing this. I have to constantly remind myself that I am not showing my screen. This is the biggest issue here. If anybody can, I don't know. I'm always going to make this mistake, I feel. But yeah, I am going to get it fixed at some point. The thing might be share your whole screen, but I don't want to share any information that I feel might be. I'm scared I might reveal something I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't be scared because I have nothing important to reveal, but still, it's a fear that I have, at least for now. So, what do I have here? Oh yeah, now we go to cycles with this, and if we go to cycles, we can just it's add by default. So if we press here, so where's the plus button? Pressable plus and the press model. Set bottom sheet type to add. You can use a use effect for this, but it's fine. I just want to start the session. Oh. Hmm. Now in save, pressable, save, and press. I'm going to remove that and then yes, handle that. And the same thing for the plus down here. It's going to do both. Talking as you build might be difficult, man. So now we have this. Yep, this is a saved sheath. Yeah. I think that's it. That's it. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna come here, and yeah, I'm gonna have an X. We don't have an X for this one, do we? When you press this, there's X. Okay. So there's gonna be a teamed view. Do I use teamed view here? Okay, I do use teamed view in this project. When you go back to another project, you're like, do I know you from somewhere? Save session. And we're gonna have no need to redo this empty. Just go to slot sheath and look for this. Yeah. The reason there's a lot of colors here is because the entire thing is the same, but the color is going to different on the page. I did this at the time. I mean, now that I think of it, I should have just done like if this page do this color, if that page do that color. Every time I look at my code, I always think, I could have done better here. But yeah, at the time, this is what I went with. I can fix this later or even now. But yeah, I could this. I think it's in cycles and in active. I don't know if I can find active. Yeah, it's in cycles and in active. Where's active? Active index, and you can see it here too. Where is it? It's in this active bottom sheaf thing. Ugh, come on. Where is it? It's in the active bottom sheaf. Active bottom sheaf, and here we have the thing. Where is it? 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 You see? Same thing. Oh, I had to custom add this color, which is why I kind of did it here because I had to do it and change it right here. So to get the color I wanted. So again, I can change this to make sure for this page it uses this view, for this page that color. But yeah, it's not a life changing decision, so it can wait. Anyway, save. How about just by default call the handle by default handle present model, and so by default it exists, and hmm, do I use that in the slot sheet though? Because I feel like do I use team? Yeah, I use view because team view doesn't make sense to be used here because we already have a custom view for that. Yeah. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? Do I create a custom height for each type of stuff? But it doesn't really matter. You can come here and be like, if it's save, it should be a custom height. If it's not save, it should be another height. But again, it's all subjective. And I need to start writing code. I'm just talking a lot in this point. Yeah. View header here. And if we come here to design, I know nobody can see the screen, but yeah. The design is gonna be here. Title, and then sorry, custom. You come to custom page. We've already done something like this before with the name and the text input. The style, yeah, the style is the thing we're gonna copy. We're gonna copy this entire thing here because it's kind of what we're gonna use. I'm simply going to change the view. Yeah. See? Input as in color. Oh, okay. The color theme border. Yeah, that's the. Oh, this is gonna be view. Sorry. Yeah, and then icon is gonna have icon on it. A title. Also, it's not going to be like necessary, so it's gonna be title. Mm-hmm. could do an inside the bottom view, but I don't know what I want yet, so I'm just gonna go with this. Gap. Flex 1 gap 10. So on focus, checked allowed to name. Cancel. I don't know why they do this. What they do, it's annoying. Let me remove this stuff. Right. Okay, we have title. We're gonna have a bottom sheet save on focus. Although it's just gonna be for this because I think the icon, we're just gonna have icons and you can press mass to show the rest and then you can scroll. So yeah. Yeah, the state. Title focus. To false by default, it's not on focus. It's not focus. And on and then we're gonna come here and say if focus. I think here we did it better. Say in focus. If I add the name, you could do this. Otherwise, if I put the error, so I think it's this color. And that's for error. This will not have that because it's not compulsory. Okay. Sorry to focus. So that's that. Okay, so that's that. Done. Now for this, yeah. Basically, yeah, that's it. Should I increase the size? Maybe, because it looks small. What is the font size for, what was the font size for slot sheath? Font size 18. So font with bold, font size 18, which is just going to be copy paste. What did I copy? The entire thing. Yeah. Sheath header. I think sheath save header. Yeah, that's good. I think I like that. I think I like that. Now for the icon section. I'm going to change that. Now for the icon section. Hmm. I'm going to copy this because the header is going to be the same thing. I'm also going to copy the text. It's going to be the same thing. All the differences here is we're going to have a view, and the view is going to have like one line of icons, which is what I need. Okay, one line of icons, which is going to be how do we make this work? I'm going to ask, I'm going to change my view now back to Zen browser because I want to, this is the style we're implementing. And so the question is, when you click plus, give me a design, and does it scroll down to a new page? Like, what does it look like? Show me a list of icons. Does it just make the pop up and then we can scroll through icons? Right? The main list of icons. To show the main list of icons, is it just or something else? Give two screens, one following the first example, the example I gave, and another what you think is better. When it comes to design, I'm very bad at it. Because the one thing about design is you have it in your head, and as a programmer, when you start to write the code, it's not really looking the way you want. You're like, oh god, I hate this. Which is why I think Stitch and Mobbin are like the only two things I'm gonna use for design from now on. Because I just can't like have a design in my head and try to code it while it's in my head. It's not. It doesn't work every time. It's a bad idea. Yes. Yes. Mm. Already 44 minutes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, fuck. Doodling. If I got locked away, we lost it up today. Tell me honestly, would you still love me the same if I show you my flaws? If I couldn't be strong, tell me honestly. Bringing my vision to life. How many minutes have I been streaming? Already 45. I need to take a 10-minute break. After I get the UI, I take a 10-minute break and then continue for another 45. This is the thing with AI that I love so much is that sometimes it does something good, and other times it does things like this where you're like, that is just stupid. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna have a show icon list. I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with my intuition, which is just which I never. But I think half of the design is already there, so I don't have to think too much. Basically, when you click plus, the pop up goes to 100, and then you can see the list of icons you want to scroll through, basically. But it's not what it's gonna be like. What, 5 list of icons? I'm not gonna add too much. Now remember to remove the yeah remove the Zen browser so we can see what we're working with. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna create. We're gonna use one icon, just whatever icon I think. Yeah, just use this for example. This icon, and this will be the first icon is gonna have all of that, the first 4, and then we click plus, it show you the rest. So how many does it have here? It has 5. So by default, each view will have 5 icons. Each line will have row, we have 5 icons, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, yeah. And this should be flex direction. It would be wrap though, no wrap. Maybe margin 2. Yeah, margin 5, I think. Not wrap because it's just gonna be 5. That's all I need. And yeah, this is all we're gonna do here for this. And then more icons in a row. And then for this one, it's going to be show more. We're going to have a constant of show more. If it says show more, then we show more icons. So show more, sorry, more icons. Set more icons to false. So if more icons is false, if more icons is false, no. Again, I'm just going to do the same thing, but the idea is very simple. I'll just do aim here. For example, aim. So, yeah. If more icons, and if more icons is true, then do that button. So, because this should be plus. Yeah, this should be plus. The plus icon, you click on it, and it's now more icons. It can show you aim and then plus, so you get the list of all the real icons you need. Yeah. Anyway, back to my design here. I am going to change this, but let's not get bothered about this for now. Let's just do this. Yeah. Baby, do you understand? Yeah. Not margin top. Each row can margin top. No, each row would not need a margin top, but each. Do we need each row? Do we need each row? Does it have to be 5 for each row? No, it doesn't. No, it really doesn't. And we don't have to do this stuff here. This parent doesn't make any sense either. So Mm, I think it should make sense because this is very. Why am I stressing over this? Again, it's because of the I'm on stream, so I'm just panicking a bit. Also, I've seated too long, so too long sitting, so I'm gonna take a break and then decide what I want to do. Mm. Mm, for now, it's just going to be unplugging the phone as the moment of doing nothing. And then after 10 minutes, you come back to it. Oh God. Okay, now back to this very interesting problem I want to solve. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to make the Zen browser come up. Is I want to make sure I'm gonna put 45 minutes here, another 45 minutes, and I'll call it that for the end of the day. Yeah, I want to make sure that as I was in browser, that when you click this, more icons show up. But the thing is, I think I know what to do. Because it's flash wrap, I can make sure everything between 8 and max is like done in a way. So like I'm gonna take this off, for example, and then go something like this. Like if more icons, like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So here more icons, and this would just become a list of icons basically. I'm gonna do anyway. Yeah, back to code above Zen browser, and yeah, I need to create a list of arrays from numbers. I think yeah, you just come here. Yeah, I think this. And yeah, where is it? This. And then you see more icons. If more icons is true, then what am I doing? Mm. Okay, so keys, array, blah blah blah. Now we come here and say dot map dot yeah h. Yeah, I think it doesn't really matter what we do here because again we don't need the thing. We don't need yeah. So basically this is what we're gonna do. I don't know why this is short. Why is the for what? Yeah. So we have another 10 here. That's not gonna show until we press. This is actually going to be pressable. No actually view. This is gonna be pressable. They are all gonna be pressable by the way. It's all gonna be pressable. It's all gonna be pressable. And yeah. Mm-hmm. What else am I gonna do here? I am going to. Okay, now we have to style it. Again, I have to make sure I check OBS constantly because I don't want to make a mistake here. Now we have to do this. Okay. I'm gonna have a style. each icon view. Each icon view. It's going to be the same thing for the close. Mm-hmm. Okay. What am I doing? Flash wrap, gap, I think 10 maybe? 10? 10, I don't know. Mm-hmm. If I do, oh yeah, I think I just go to custom, this view, so pressable, this top right, yeah, but the radius, width and height, yeah, just copy that. And the color, icon selected. Again, doing like this doesn't make any sense. I think you just do like the top four, you put plus there, and then you press plus, and then becomes the one that goes and do this thing, which is another way to do it. But I think, because if I put the other thing in an array, for example, let's say 20, 30, or something like that, and then it made the fifth one, the particular icon to use, it could do something, but again, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, which is the thing. So yeah, for each of them, we'll have the same thing here. Yeah, I think the first four would be 4. Mm, no, 4. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now we have this I can work with. Selected, selected. That's the thing though. If selected go to the first 4, it's not going to work because like if it's 4, 4, it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, so I know what we're gonna do here. So we're just going to do something like this, like we're gonna like let's say 30. Oh, what am I doing? We're gonna make it kind of doesn't matter here. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna loop through an array of 30, which is what we're gonna do, like this, and it's gonna give us 30. Yeah. Now the first thing we're gonna look is for this screen has it's not show the first 5. If the index is greater than 5, we don't show anything. We just show the first 5. So we're gonna come here, for example, and take this out like this and say, and then it's like this and say, if index is equal to the fifth one, return this specific thing. Come in. Within this is going to be plus. This is going to be our plus. And then we say if then what else do we return? So if index is less than 5, yeah, something like this. I swear, it's just mainly because I'm doing this on stream that I look very incompetent right now. So the first 5 we get this, and then if more icons is true, then we'll just do the same thing again. But more icons is false, so it's not going to do anything. This is first 4. This is that. I think this is very fixed, so I think it's this. So is there a way to like? Because this is fixed. But anyway, selected. If it's selected, do I put this like on top of the thing? I am so slow with all of this. Anybody watching this is gonna be so tired of me. But yeah. Anyway, styles. If the selected icon is equal to that, then do something else. So more icons. Let's title and more icons. Selected icon. I've been working since and my camera is not plugged in. Oh god. Oh fuck. My streams are just. Why is my camera not plugged in? Just why? Why is my camera not plugged in? Yeah. Come on. Always check OBS.
To understand one man-made God doesn't hold up, you start to...
It should connect. I am connected though. Why are you not connected? Why can't I see myself? Come on. Thank you. All the work just for my face not to show. And my face is not important, but I just still. If selected icon is equal to index, then style dot selected icon. This is repetitive, I know. But again, when I'm writing it in the moment, I don't really come up with the best solutions. But if I look back at it, I often, almost every time, if I look back at any code I write, I often review it again and think, why didn't you delete this one? So the first four is for the first four is the ones that are gonna show by default. The fifth one is gonna be the press, which is this one, and then the rest is gonna be this. It's gonna show with more icons. So yeah, this is that. Selected icon. I wrote a theme because again, it's just going to be one theme for now. Dark, the border. It's just gonna be one theme for now. Okay, we're just gonna use the same as the same as the input. Yeah. What color was used here? No. Color theme the border, which is dark. Yeah. Color dark the border, which is the same thing here. this would be a function that just returns this and the name, rather than it being this number array, it's going to be an array of different names. And we're going to use only one font type just to make it easy to work with. And rather than having different type followers on this, not just one, because that way we can use one thing here constantly across multiple places. Okay, yeah. So yeah, also color. Yeah, color. It's going to be yeah. You got an index, X icon. Otherwise that. Oh fuck. Even the background too, according to this, the background is also even, and the color is even white, not just even like placeholder color. It's just white. No. Yeah. Maybe not white, white. I think I use FA now. Oh fuck, too many burps. F5, F5. I think that's even better because it's white but less white in a way. That's kind of good. And yeah, when you click it, you get that. And not only that, the background also changes color as well. And we are going to use the background for walk. I'm going to slot sheet, task, analytics, walk break. Selected content color. Selected content color. That is for the text. Background color. Selected background color. Secondary color. Okay. Exactly. And then when you click on plus, it actually does something different. Rather than just, it doesn't select the icon, it shows more, and yeah, and that, and more icons exist. And so if we click here, what it actually does is set selected icon, set more icons to true. Yeah. Let's make it 45. Is this even a good idea, honestly, to have this much icons? I think we can give the user an option of 30 different types of icon to name, or maybe even 25, to be honest. And that's the most you get. And once it shows like this, there's no need to hide it every time. just by default. Maybe when on close we can do that because there's an unchange. It says she's sloth undefined. What about this? No, no, no. Oh, it's already in a function. It's already in a function. It's already in a function. I think you can use your symbol. We've set the 50th one there. No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No, it does. It does. And we can also filter this based on the one selected. So we can always sort it. If it's selected, you put the selected one first and then everything second. Again, this we are going to change. This is not the final thing. I have to constantly remind myself every time I do something like this. I'm just flushing the idea out as I make it. It's not fixed, so yeah. If okay, so again we have an icon I selected, and then we can put the selected one first and not the other one second. So like this. I'm so slow in this. Normally, if I'm doing this private project, I go really far, but I don't know why just not confident just doing this online like this. The confidence is low. I mean, 40 minutes. I am still struggling here. Oh, that's bad. I don't look professional at all. Anyway, that's that. What else is there? Oh, the button. I think it's best to just address this now. So here we're going to have the same we have timestamp. We're going to have a list of icon types. So icons is just going to be okay. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 is good enough. Okay. Yeah. Icons. Name. You see, only we have to check, make it the same. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. We're gonna look through our design and then make it. Just do. I want to do TypeScript. I'm gonna leave it like this. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna leave it like this. And the goal now is to make sure this is not repeated. So just get a function where you add to have the. Again, let's not bother with this stuff. Let's not bother. The duality, I think it's okay. Um, Now when you click on this, you get the icon. Again, we're supposed to remove this. We're supposed to remove this. Next time, don't eat too much before starting the project. You're gonna feel tired and exhausted somehow. How many hours have I been going? A very unproductive Twitch stream, I have to say. Even I don't like it. I think I'm very slow with this. I just think I was slow throughout the day. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just not check, ignore, just ignore this for now. Anyway, we have to study. We need a button at the bottom. This is good. A button. Again, I am going to come back to this. I don't want to be stuck on this. I'm having a bad day right now. View, there's not view. Large button. We don't really need, don't sing. Don't sing, please. Don't remember. I have to remember I'm on stream. I was about to break out the chorus there. Where is it? Where is the thing? Okay, this is what I have. Start session. We're not starting session. I think yes, just start session because that's kind of what you're doing. You don't want to set name and like save name and title and then start session. No, you want to do why. Is that why? Oh, we have a button style and a contain. Oh, okay, fair enough. We have this. What do I do here? I'll put a view here. Style, no height. Margin. Top. 40 maybe. Too much. Why is it? What is going on here? 100%. Good. If you take that off, it should be 100% regardless. Yeah. So yeah, container style is not needed. Save session. And is that a good header? I don't think it is. Yeah, that's a bad header. Save title and icon. Save session information. I think that's better. Save session info. Is that worse? Oh yeah, just say session information. I think that's save session. Which save session? Do you save session and then go, or which is better? You save session and then it closes and it's just like, yeah, I think save session is start session. 'Cause sometimes people might click it and while they're still not done with their session yet. Okay, that's the very nice functionality to add there. Mm, that's nice, I like it. Was this necessary though? Like, did I have to do the plus thing where you have to press plus to see more? Because sometimes you just need four icons, doesn't really matter. That's that. It's not complicated. Save session, and when you see on press, we should have a. I think simply just handle close model, like it doesn't do anything else because the information is not going to be saved unless we start session. Okay, yeah, so that's that. Session information, title, and icon. My fault. No, instead of EG morning study, it's going to be where's title? Default session whatever. EG. Yeah. So now we've done this. Although one thing to do, is I am a sucker for this stuff. So if device going this, I don't think we care. Thank you very much. Yeah. If bottom sheet type, if it's going to add 50, if it's going to add, I think we can do the 65 we're doing, or 60, 65, and if it's not add, then 45. Just for the sake of aesthetics, there's like no reason to be doing this. 50. Yep, I think we're done here. I like it. We get that, and save, we get this. Yep. Break. Work 45. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Now that we have this, now we have to create Redux. Now we have to create Redux for the entire application. Oh, I can message this guy. How did it go? Because it's not going to show an OBS. Yeah, it doesn't show an OBS. Doesn't show. Who am I supposed to be talking to right now? I'm just going to check. I am going to ask first, but I'm just going to check. Castillon FC. Oh, they won. That's great. That's nice. I'm just going to ask. Are you gonna though? Yeah. Is my camera working? Yeah, it's working. Uh, how much time is left on the clock? 5 minutes. Okay. Now that we have this set up, and despite taking us almost, this took embarrassingly too long. Like really, this is embarrassing for me. This is embarrassing. Export vector icons because I need some icons. My screen is not showing. I'm not showing my Z index. I said Z index. Okay, so it's going to be ant design only because I just want to use ant design. And I'm not going to copy and paste all of this. Never gonna happen. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So what I am going to do is now set up Redux for to save the data for frontend. Okay, so now we have this ready. The goal now is to just make this look good. This just looks bad visually. The code just looks really, really bad. And I cannot live with this. I'm going to fix this, and this is going to be the end because I want to add Redux, but I don't have the time to add Redux. This was not a good day for programming. I just had no energy. But I will go through. I will go through and I will come up with a better design for this. Now, the first rule is it has to be less than 5. Now, what if we select it? We have to have the icon selected and make that the first one. And so we're going to sort this icon. We're going to have an icon to sort for selected or sort selected. And that gives us the first one. And if there's anything selected, we take the first one. But yeah. This is only going to need this is going to be true, and if it's plus, if it's 5, it's going to be something else. We can simply write this here. Say each icon is going to name. Not really. We're not going to pass on press here. Actually, we're not going to pass name because everything else we can do by ourselves. Basically, it doesn't have to. Name string. Okay, fine. We're gonna need index for the number. No, we're not gonna need that even because it's key. We're not gonna need that because it's key. We can add key there. For the style selected icon, we're gonna no, please don't do that. Select the icon. And we're gonna just pass is selected. Is selected as a boolean, which is gonna be this. Is selected. Also here is selected. On press is gonna be on press. That's that on press and press here. That's it. That's it, really. Not a start to it. Not a start to it. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. think this is good enough. Although we can also improve this. Like this code being in here. This is how many lines already. This is 544. Not too long, but again, it could be better. This logic in the code isn't clean, but who cares? If you're a professor, who cares? Okay, time's up, stop yelling at me. Fine. Okay. More icons is true. This is what we have. So yeah. Again, very slow, very slow, very slow. I know, very slow. But yeah, this is what we have. And then this gives us this. Neat. Neat. Why am I getting errors? Where's this happening? Okay. Yeah. Stop that. Now, that's good. Now we have this. We have save information, session information, title icon, which you can then save and save to Redux. Again, I'm saving to Redux because I just want to do front end. For now, I am terrible at sharing my screen and knowing what screen is on. I don't want to share the whole screen because it's gonna know. I'm gonna have issues with that. So no. So yeah, I think we're good enough here. And we will delete custom because we don't need it anymore. Custom's gotta go. And so what do we have? Here? Yeah, we have this. Create here first your focus session. Pick a type. This again optional. If the user doesn't save and just say start session, it just starts session. And that's all we're gonna do. That's all there is to it. It's night time. I am going to end the stream. Oh, hi to whoever decided to watch this. I am going now. Bye. Maybe they just forgot the stream was on. Oh la la. That scared me. Jesus. Oh, followed. Oh, I set that's the alarm that I set for subscription. Jesus, you really scared me, Mr. Min Galaxy. That was terrifying. It's night, and that just terrified me. Oh, anyway, thanks.